Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel, and for those that haven't seen my channel before, welcome. So today we have something special. We have a collab with the one and only Winston. If you're watching my channel right now, you've probably heard of him before, but if you haven't, you should check out his channel. He's got a lot of match play and a big variety of levels, all the way from like ATP pros to like 9-year-old kids that play competitively. And he's done stuff with like UTR tournament where he has a bunch of people with their UTRs and they just play against each other, and he showcases them on his channel. So if you guys like match play, or if you like tennis in general, I highly recommend you check out his channel. So what I'm doing today is that we had a collab where we played an 8-game pro set, and we talked about doing a couple things, one of which was that during this set I was going to play with different levels of aggression, where in the beginning I'm going to play very conservatively with like my shot choices, my court positioning, and just in general like big margins and not missing many balls. And then as it went on, I was going to change my shot selection to be a little bit more aggressive. Now keep in mind that playing aggressively is not just hitting the ball harder and harder. It's also where you're standing on the court, taking time away, and how close you're aiming to the lines, stuff like that. But anyway, let's get started. I'm going to be reacting to our match, and I hope you guys get a lot out of it. Now we're going to be talking in between the changeovers as well, so you're going to get some dialogue in the middle as to like where things are progressing. Now the very first ball I think I missed even though I was supposed to be playing safe, because I was actually going to hit that one a little more, and then I realized, wait, I need to slow my racket speed down. So as you can see, I'm backing off a lot of these shots, and I'm aiming nowhere near the lines. Like everything is going straight to the middle of the court. This one he forced me to hit because he was coming in and I wasn't able to just push it back to the middle, right? Because then he might actually just hit a winner on me. For a lot of my serves, I wasn't too I was just trying to place them into one of the corners, and as you can see here, I'm actually pulling up on a lot of my shots. Now I do think the way he played me this first game enabled me to be pretty confident that I wouldn't lose too many points, because he would let the ball come all the way back to him even though I wasn't putting too much pressure, but he would let the ball drop and then try to hit like a better ground stroke off of that. What that did was it gave me a lot of time to just hit the ball and come back to the baseline with a really nice rhythm. See, I'm hitting a couple of balls short right now, and he's still hitting up on a lot of these balls. Now I think his play style is, let's pause for a sec. So I think he likes to let the ball drop really low on his forehand and have a nice hit like a nice heavy forehand, which is good. But if you're faced with somebody that can run down and read most of your shots, then you have to there's two choices. You either hit harder or you take their time away. And I don't think hitting harder was going to be the better option here. The other tough thing is that you have to go to the ball and hit when the other person's not supplying that much pace. So I'm either slicing or spinning the ball in, and the ball is not going straight into his racket for him to consistently get like this, this nice solid feel. So he's not really getting much rhythm because he's got a lot of time to think, and he's got to load and hit every time. Now he got up to that short ball faster, which is good, and it took some time away from me. I feel like he should have maybe jumped on it a little bit more, but I think at this point of the match he's not exactly sure what to do yet, but he will get better as the match goes on. You'll notice a lot of my shot selections, mostly cross court, and there's like 4 feet of space in between my shots and the lines after every shot. That one I just had to bend my knees more. When you're playing really safe, you have to realize when you want to hit angles. If you hit an angle, or you pull or you start moving your opponent but you don't hit a quality enough shot and they can set up for it, that's gonna make it so you're giving them more angle to hit on you. So you'll notice a lot of shots I'm hitting like down the middle-ish and it looks like I'm just hitting the ball to him, but it's actually limiting how far off the court he can hit me.
So I got down 0-3 pretty quickly, and I think you've been pretty consistent, and I've just been missing a lot, maybe going for too much at some points and also just careless errors in there. So I think maybe you could just continue being consistent. I'll just try to also raise my consistency. But, what do you think?
I think it might be because you've been playing big hitters lately, right?
Gobin?
And I'm forcing you to like generate all the pace yourself. So, and I'm either hitting really spinny or slice. Yeah. So it's not. So
I've been missing
weird.
some of those low backhands because you're sliced.
Yeah.
So, maybe it's the transition, but also just better players. All right.
So he just played Gobin Nanda, who's like an insane tennis player, top 400 in the world, and it's very different because Gobin, well obviously Gobin was going to win that match. Because of the pace that Gobin supplied for him, he could kind of just swing freely, use the pace, and it would feel pretty good, right? Now, my UTR used to be a lot higher than Winston, but I'm not saying I took this match for granted or anything, but it's a very different feel where I'm not giving him anything free to hit off of. So that's a very different like situation and vibe than playing someone who is so much better than you, like an ATP pro, and they're hitting the ball solid and you have that solid rhythm. So it's actually harder to play than a lot of people might realize. We decided that I was just gonna keep staying around the same consistency level here and see if he could change a strategy or try to keep more balls in and make me run around more. I really do like this type of cat and mouse like game though. It's really fun for me to play. I could do this all day. The one thing is that he doesn't attack on his backhand, so I knew if I ever got in trouble, I could either loop it or slice it to his backhand, and it would basically reset the point for me. Like that shot, like he had to run all the way around and we reset the point. This was a good shot by him though. And then just not enough commitment on the lob. Overall, I think his playstyle and the way that I was playing, they don't match up very well, because I think he does like a little bit more consistent rhythm and to load up on his forehand to really hit, whereas I just don't really give that, like that weird slice. See, watch my court position. I just back up on every ball, put a little bit spin on it. As long as nobody's like really stepping in and ripping the ball, I can be pretty confident that the ball won't be a winner. He is starting to get more consistent though. I'm playing a couple more shots per every point. The average rally length is going up a little bit at this point. I say a little bit a lot. It's weird. Oh well. Yeah, he's getting more patient for sure. Waiting for his chance a little bit more. Oh, I said it again. See, even on this one, I didn't really step in and attack it. I just guided it. This game definitely went longer. I think on his neutral balls, he realized that he needed to hit with a little bit margin. And he didn't go for as big of a shot when we were in a neutral situation, which was good, because in neutral situations, like, you have to weigh the percentages on how many points you're gonna win if you go for it. Now that was good. See how he was inside the baseline when he changed direction there? Let's watch that point again. Yeah, it was like one of the longest points we had. So he was a lot safer here for a little, but that was okay because I'm not attacking. You know, I'm just like standing on the same depth on the baseline and seeing what he's gonna do, trying to mix up the spins a little. But he's getting closer and closer to the baseline. That was a good use of his angle, and he stepped in here. You see, he actually didn't take a big rip at the ball there, but he stood 2 steps further in and just hit it down the line. This he definitely should have done more. And then I mean, he went for too much on that. Now, I don't mind going down the line in this situation if I'm Winston. If he had set up a little bit earlier, because he was barely late on that, where he didn't have his set position to change directions. When you're changing directions, you want to be in control of your body. Even if you're on the run, you can change directions, but you have to be in control when you're doing so. And his limbs were sort of flying everywhere as he did that. And then here I didn't want to go back to deuce, so I got a little competitive. Oops.
Well, that was a cleaner game for me, I think.
Yeah,
I was a lot more patient.
Definitely cleaner.
One really good point for me. But yeah, your consistency in slicing is really hard to play against because the slices keep them low. Can't do that much with them, and then you always get the balls back for the most part in deep. So.
Yeah.
Do you think you want to try a little more aggressive? Just to see what happens?
Yeah, I'm just gonna swing out a little more with my forehand.
Yeah.
Probably slice a little less.
Okay.
With my backhand,
Yeah.
maybe serve a little bigger.
Yeah. See if
make my way to the net.
Yeah. We'll see. I guess if it helps you win points more easily or makes it more difficult.
Yeah.
So hopefully more difficult so I can get the game here.
So when we made the switch and I decided I was gonna hit a little bit more through the ball, the switch in my head was like, whoa, I actually have to swing out now. And that made it awkward. But I think I just pulled down the line right away there and came in. He played a really good lob here though. So this match wasn't exactly a gradual increase. It was more of, because we got all the way to 5-0 without me really changing because we wanted to see what he was going to do. We just decided to flip the switch. But even here, like on these shots, I'm running around more forehands and hitting them heavier. I'm not just gonna like go for random winners, you know, just because I said I'd play more aggressive. Like that would that's not smart. But you'll see when I have a chance, when we're in a neutral position and I feel like I can take advantage a little bit, I'm going to take a forehand and I'm going to take it slightly closer to the line while hitting earlier, and it's not just like me hitting harder. I'll serve harder though. That was a good return by him. Yeah, down the line off of that shot, that's usually, and jumping on the short ball quicker. One of the things I love to do when I decide I want to play more aggressively is when people hit down the line, I love going straight back down the line. And it's because when they hit down the line, they usually recover with their body, turn to the open court, and it makes them have to turn back. If you're playing a pro, like, you have to think about it some more. That was a good serve. But it works on most people. I did not know what to do there. I was like, I get to attack, and I didn't know what, I just froze. You're seeing a lot more like first ball strikes. If I have a chance in the middle of the court, I'll change direction or I'll do some. That was my girlfriend right there, by the way. Like right here, just getting in. Running around the forehand. So on that one, you can see that I went more aggressive. Not this one. You can see I went more aggressive on the inside out forehand I hit and this backhand. But you'll see that I still hit with margin. If maybe I was playing like a pro with a huge forehand, I would go a little closer to the line, or I would hit that one harder back cross court first to get him more out of position. But in this case, I kind of knew that if I swung out on this one, it would get a good result even if I didn't hit the line. He hit a good pickup here and gave me this point. I got pretty lucky on this point. Yeah, some shots I just can't play offense on. That was a good point. Came in, snuck in, and took away my time. This match point right here. Try to kick serve me and sneak into the net. I saw the kick. I saw him sneaking in the corner of my eye. So I just swung for the fences. And it worked. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I just try to get my thoughts as the match just went on, as it, as the points went on. So I don't know how clear I was when I'm watching this, because I'm just saying whatever that comes to my mind, and some things might not be clear. But that's okay. If you guys have any questions or need me to clarify stuff, comment down below. I'm happy to answer any questions. It was really nice to meet Winston. I'm still kind of getting used to this whole YouTube collab thing, because I'm still pretty much an introverted soul, I would say. I love coaching, and sometimes I can't believe coaching is my job, because it's amazing. But when it comes to like meeting people, especially through social media and doing social media things together, I still, you know, I'm not super anxious, but it's not too easy for me. I'm not socially awkward, but the thought of meeting new people for like a purpose such as this is foreign to me. But Winston was very nice, accommodating guy, and when we were talking, you know, off the camera, it was really nice, really fun. So I'm really glad we got to get this done. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe to both of our channels if you haven't already done so. Leave a comment down below telling me what you thought of the match play, and yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, and peace out.